Hello everybody. So something new today. I realised I haven't really dedicated much time to the driving side, and I like to switch it up a bit. I've been focusing a lot on the same projects lately, so I thought I'd try something new today. So this we're going to run all the way through. This is racing as the pole sitters, but with the real grids. We're going to go all the way through. So yeah, basically I'll be starting on pole every time, but believe me, I am quite good in some areas and not so good in others, so I don't think it'll be simple lights to flag victory every time. Here we go. This is Silverstone 950. This is Farina. There'll be no season reviews of this. They're all one-off races strung together. There we go. So driving as Farina down here at Silverstone, and of course he did win this race in real life. So we're going to go for that. Drop them to fifth off the grid because there was no light. I couldn't see what the lights were, so just had to wait for the other cars to go and go with them. Obviously we've got some pace in this Alfa Romeo, and we're going for Fagioli and Parnell here, and going to get straight into the lead. And believe me, I don't know Silverstone 950. I've tried racing in the Alphas in the 50s once. I think I did the 51. This is offline, but I did the 51 Swiss Grand Prix at Bremgarten, Fangio, and I took the lead, led all the way into the last corner. At the last corner, I missed my braking point, and I went off and crashed out of the lead in the last corner. So these races won't be a foregone conclusion. I'm not the quickest racer. I can hold my own, I suppose, but I'm not the quickest driver out there for sure. When I go actual karting, I'm about 2 seconds a lap off of the very, very elite drivers. I can sort of hold my own with the others. So yeah. So, but it's going to be fun. We're going to experiment. We're going to try a load of different cars, and once we've done it all, we might then go through the second place starters, or might do something slightly different. But here we go. I believe this is Stowe. Whoa! I'm braking late there, and yeah, well, I thought I was going to hit the hay bales, honestly. Thought it was going to be race over, but it isn't. We're still on the first lap here, but I think coming towards the end of it now this is the old. I believe that must have been Stowe. I can't really tell you for sure, but something to make sense. I'm sure as we go through the track development over the years, more will make sense. And coming towards the end of lap one now, already a 10-second lead over luigifagioli. So as long as I can keep it on the road and not outbrake myself like I did at Stowe there, what I believe was Stowe, should be good to claim the victory in this race and get this project off to a winning start. And yeah, it's nice to be back to driving the racing games, because I used to game all the time, but since doing the YouTube channel, this is my gaming the majority of the time, so I don't really spend that much time on the track watching the races, setting up the races and watching them and then commentating on them. So it's nice to get back to the driving side, and yeah, now halfway through lap 2, and Farina, well, I might sometimes refer to myself in the first person as I'm the person that's driving. The other times I might refer to the driver, depends what mood I'm in, I suppose. But yeah, Farina still leading here, halfway through lap 2, and here we go through the Silverstone bits. We are a long way ahead. On this mod, some of the 1950s cars are ridiculously slow, so I'm wondering if I will, there's a car gone off there, I wonder if I will actually lap some of them before the end of the race, even though it's only a 3-lap race. We'll see. I'm trying to drive within myself. I'm not pushing, don't need to push. Obviously it's a 1950, so there's no curbs. There is a back marker already, so we can go past them, and they're so much slower, so we've got to watch to make sure that we don't misjudge this. I wouldn't want a silly incident take me out of the race when I'm 25 seconds ahead. The other thing I've got to say about this is I'm doing this with how I set the difficulty normally. So how I set the difficulty is I set it really easy if I'm in the quickest car, and depends what advantage that car had that season. So if I'm doing, say, 2023 as Max Verstappen, I will set the difficulty at 70. I'm just the final lap now. I'll set the difficulty on to 70, which is the lowest difficulty on this game, and then I can dominate the race. That's the theory, at least, except I'm not actually that good in the modern cars. So what tends to happen is I'll still struggle to finish 10th, even on the easiest difficulty in the 2022 ones. And take a season like 1995, I can be half a minute ahead of him 3 laps on a 75 or 76 difficulty. So, but it will be a case of, you know, if I take Spa 94 for example, and it's Rubens Barrichello on pole in the Jordan, those are going to be set at 70, that'll be set at something like 84 or something, and likewise when I end up racing in 40s and stuff, that's going to be like one of the harder difficulties, because I'm going to try to set the difficulty according to the competitiveness of the car, but taking my own ability into account. I don't want to set it to the most difficult if I'm just going to be, half a minute behind the field in 3 laps, because that's no fun for me. I will at least be competitive with the back of the field, but it won't be set for me to win the race. And I thought, obviously there might be somewhere I do that just so I can experience that, but not most of the time. This one's certainly going to be set according to the car strength weighed up with a little bit of my ability. So I nearly run into that car there. That was a little bit hairy for a moment. I nearly ran into him. I just had to pay attention because I was getting a little bit sleepy by this point. But did pay attention, and now we're about to cross the line and open this series with a victory for me, for Guiseppe Farina, and a very comfortable victory by over half a minute from, I'm not sure who was second in the end. I think they did keep switching around Fagioli, Parnell and Fangio. At one point I think they were in the real life British Grand Prix race order, but I believe we'll see in a moment who comes home second. I think, well, we'll keep watching that. We'll enjoy this little parade lap, having won the Grand Prix, and what good start considering I don't really know 1950 Silverstone. I don't know a lot of these early tracks or how they were set out, but obviously I've got to see them on the Spectator Series, so I have a little bit of idea. There we go. So Juanmanuelfangio second, and not so many cars seem to be crashing off when we're driving, so that's a good thing. We might get a few races here and there. So Farina winning, Fangio second. Pardon me. Fangio second, regparnell third, louischiron fourth. So he did actually get up to second at one point, but was repassed by the Alfa Romeos, and Bayer fifth. Fagioli finishing outside the points in 6th place. And that's the first race done. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Take care.